I don't know if there's any other way to introduce you. I mean, family is probably too strong. Patient is too formal. But Miss Kimberley is an amazing success story, both in life as well as in the weight loss journey. And it is always a pleasure talking to you. I know you're busy, so I really thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome, Doc.
Yeah. And my name is Christopher Biconley. I'm a surgeon and one of the co-founders of IBI, Team-Based Care. Kimberley, tell us about your past few weeks. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I had ESG September 2019 originally, and about a month or so ago I had a revision.
Okay.
And so I feel great. The weight's coming off, a little slower than the first time, but I'm just thankful and glad that I had that experience of just being able to have some help to maintain my weight. I've been, overweight most of my life. So, sometimes you get to a point where you need some extra help to get it done.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, one of the things that inspired me about you is your ability to stay focused on your goals in life, in business, in family, just anything you put your mind to. And I think, and I'm so proud that you agreed to serve as a patient ambassador to inspire other people, including myself, on how to stay focused, stay on the goal, and just not give up. Now, you had the best result with the ESG. Can you tell us about that?
I think originally in about 9 or 10 months, I had lost around 114 pounds.
Yeah.
My original goal was to lose 100 pounds. And so I kind of super exceeded that. And it only took me about 10 months to do it. And probably because at that time I had a weight loss partner, someone who kept me accountable. And then I got a group of friends together and started an online group just to keep us, motivated. And we were able to just, if we slip, if we fail, we was able to help each other get back up. So it was just creating a family of people that was doing the same thing that you were doing. My personal family was tired of me talking about my weight, so I had to. So I had to find a group of people that was doing the same thing I was doing in order to, achieve the goals that I had.
Now, for most of our audience who don't know this, the average weight loss with the ESG is 60 pounds the first year. So having Kimberley lose 114 pounds, which is almost double what is expected, is amazing. It's not the ESG though. It's not just the ESG. The ESG creates the necessary foundation to succeed. Tell us about the steps that you took to really get to that 114 number.
I just really had to tweak the diet. I was eating a high carbohydrate diet, so I, lessened the carbs. I kind of went to just good carbs, berries and things like that. And I just really concentrated on the portion sizes. And then I just ramped up the exercise a whole lot.
Exactly. When we talk about ramped up, we talk about waking up in the morning and not only doing the exercise, but actually videotaping it, streaming it live, inspiring other people. I mean, we had hundreds of people that were just wanting to follow you and kind of like just be in that groove because you were getting them to do stuff that they needed a push to do.
Yeah.
I learned a lot from you on low carb alternatives, like pizzas that are not made up of flour, spaghetti, and all this stuff. Tell us about those options as well that equally tasty but don't carry the punch of bad calories.
A lot of times now they're using cauliflower to replace certain things, and they have low carb options. I'm a coffee drinker, so I do the keto friendly sweeteners and things like that. I'm not really on a keto diet. I do eat carbohydrates, but I just try to keep them just low. And so I call it a low carb. But some people seem to do fine with calorie deficit. So I've seen people with ESG lose a lot of weight doing different types of diet. I think you have to kind of learn what works for your body. for me, the carbohydrates kind of, blow me up.
Exactly.
And so I try to keep those low. But for some people, they can eat, more carbs and still do well. But I think that the combination of being more active, and if you're not a person that exercises, just mowing the grass or cleaning the house, and just, you'll find that as you lose weight, your energy level goes up, so you want to do more things.
Exactly.
So that was the big part of it, I think.
So we have a foundation, the initial ESG put you in the right direction. You've lost weight before. One of the things you told me is I've lost weight before, I just want to keep it off. We changed our lifestyle to become really obsessed with health, exercising on a regular basis. We understood that carbs are not our best friends, and we made changes. Now, why then would you say you came back for revision? Because that's one part that people don't want to listen to. They think, okay, I'm done, I'm doing everything right, but life happens. So tell us about that.
I don't believe that the ESG being a non-surgical procedure, and even with people that have surgical procedures, I don't think any of it is a cure. I don't think there's a cure for obesity. I think, naturally some people have different reasons why they gain weight, whether it's heredity or, something happens in their life where their metabolism changes and they start gaining weight as they get older. But so I look at it as a tool. But I had a motor vehicle accident, a drunk driver hit me, and then I was not able to exercise for months, and I started noticing that the weight was coming back on. And so when you see the weight coming back on after you work so hard, it just kind of made me a little scared, and I said, well, let me call in and see if there's anything that can be done to help me, because after, I think I was about 18 months out, and maybe 19 months, almost 20 months out, I can't remember. But basically what happened was your stomach stretches a little and you can eat more. And so the amount that I was eating was fine as long as I was working out. And when the working out stopped, that's when the weight started coming back. And so as I started gaining, I felt like it was a little out of control. That's when I called and asked about a revision.
And we've successfully done that. And obviously you're doing great. What is your experience with the revision?
I do think because I was unfamiliar with the procedure when at first, I was super careful in the beginning. And so I do think the first time I was more strict, more careful, more excited. This time I wanted to lose 20, 30 pounds versus 100 pounds. So I'm not as strict as but I have lost about 10 pounds since revision, and that's great. And so I want to lose about 20 more pounds, and then just be able to maintain. But it has helped me with the portion control. And so just as I get better from the accident, I'll continue to, ramp my exercise up again and do those things.
Awesome. It is amazing. Like you mentioned, we don't have a cure for obesity right now. It is a problem that is genetic, that is metabolic. It is also stress related, the stress of modern life, as well as the high calorie, high processed food that we have available. Now, we're taking all the steps we can. We can make the stomach smaller, we can reduce our portions, but the fundamental reasons, like genetics, we don't have a cure for that right now, but we're working on it. Revision is a fact of life. Even I'm happy that you mentioned even both non-surgical and surgical options, including the gastric sleeve. 85% of people are coming back for revision after 3 years after the sleeve, so it's not unheard of. The fact is, don't be ashamed that you feel there's some changes happening, either hormonal changes or age-related changes or stress-related accidents, you can't exercise. If you feel the weight is coming back, reach out. Don't wait until it becomes overwhelming. Reach out to us. We can always come up with a plan for you, either medications, change in diet, or revision to help you out. Okay. So, what kind of exercises are you able to do now with the accident and the restrictions?
Well, right now I'm just starting back walking. Walking was a big part of, and I was doing it twice a day. I had, I love being outside. I was probably on average walking about 5 miles a day. But right now it's like, 1 to 2, and I had to build back up to that after the accident. So it's getting back. I haven't started weight training or anything like that. I was into that before, kickboxing and all of that. I was just doing some of everything, swimming. But right now, just stay moving. Try to keep moving and try to get myself back to where I was, and just trying to watch my diet and try to work it.
Well,
backwards.
now I think we should step out and show me how you do your walk, right? Because walking, surprisingly, is one of the underrated exercises that almost everybody can do, but we don't want to do it because we want to do something.
I read somewhere that walking is just as good as running. You burn just as many calories,
Less injury.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Yep. All right.